I'm at the trailer. If you have a 2024 Toyota Tacoma and you're looking for a ball mount that's going to be adjustable, easy to use, and affordable, then the etrailer ball mount is going to be a great option for you. So just check it out. The reason why it's important to go with an adjustable ball mount if you're hauling with different trailers is just to make sure everything's nice and level. Because once you get trailers that are different sizes and it's not very well leveled out, then it's not going to allow for very safe hauling. And what's nice about this is we have multiple locations. All you have to do is pull these pins on either point, and you can adjust the position of this. And then you can put it right back into place, and it secures down. You'll also notice we have two different ball sizes, so if you have different couplers, we're going to have a 2 5/16 and a 2-inch one, so this will work with most couplers. But yes, this is going to allow for safer hauling when you're driving around, so everything's nice and level. This is perfect for anyone who's hauling maybe one day a boat trailer behind you, and then the next day you have a smaller utility trailer or even a horse trailer. You can really mix and match this up. Now, another thing to watch out for is just going to be the weight capacity. It's going to have two different weight capacities, and just keep in mind, it is also depend on your vehicle and the hitch that you have on your vehicle. Just make sure you go from the lowest rated component. But this is going to be rated for 10,000 pounds for the 2 5/16 ball and 7,500 pounds for the 2-inch ball. That's going to be your towing capacity, what you can pull behind you. Now for the tongue capacity, that's going to be a little bit different. That's going to be the downward force being applied directly to the ball. And that's going to be, for the 2 5/16, that's going to be 1,000 pounds. And for the 2-inch ball, 750 pounds. Like I said, this is going to have multiple locations where this can sit. It's going to work in inch increments. And something else is we're going to have a maximum drop of 6 inches. It will also have a rise. All you have to do is pull the pin out and flip it around. And speaking of that pin, we actually have a different pin in here right now. This is one that we sell at etrailer. It's an etrailer brand pin designed for more 3-inch hitches. The reason why I recommend something like that is the standard pin and clip that comes with this just isn't going to fit through here. It's just not long enough. Since the OEM hitch on the Tacoma is going to be double sidewalled, so any standard 2-inch receiver pins will not be long enough. Now, if you have an aftermarket hitch, it might be a little bit different for you, so you might not run into that issue, but it is something to double check. Well, like I said, you can flip this around and put it like this. What's actually nice about this is it's pretty lightweight, so maneuvering it around, since it doesn't have a lot of hardware installed on it, really isn't that bad. I've had some ball mounts just be really heavy and kind of a pain to move around, but for the Tacoma, it doesn't feel too bad. And from this point, we can actually check if we do have this in the rise position to make sure that this isn't going to make contact with your tailgate. And yep, we have about 3 to 4 inches there, so we'll know we're close to making contact with it. So we're going to be good in that respect. And something else I wanted to focus on is how far it's going to stick out. But something I thought about was if you have that OEM hitch, things probably aren't going to move that much. And most of these trucks will come with the OEM hitch. So if I lower this tailgate, have this ball in the highest position, we can actually check that too. Make sure it's not going to make contact. And it's not right now. It's dang close, but we have maybe at most a 1/4 inch between there. But yeah, it's not making contact with anything as of right now. And if you flip this around, we can see how close it's going to be to the ground. Now this is something definitely to consider. Now there's going to be other factors that affect how this sits right now. First, let me put that pin back into place. So right now, from the ground, we're going to be sitting just about 6 inches, which is pretty close, especially if you put something on top of here. But it's also going to depend on, again, if you have that same hitch or if you have your vehicle lifted up or any suspension enhancement on it. Those are all going to be factors, but with just kind of like the basic Tacoma, this is how it's looking right now. In most cases, you might just have to bring that up a little bit. Now, for the total distance is sitting away from the center of your hitch pin, that's going to be just about 9 1/4 inches from the center of that ball. Kind of gives you an idea how far away it's going to be from your vehicle when you're trying to hook up. And then the housing, the actual bumper to the end of that housing, it's going to be roughly, it's about 5.5 inches. Again, just another number to keep in mind when you are hooking up. But again, that's just a look at the eTrailer ball mount that's adjustable on the back of a 2024 Toyota Tacoma. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.